right, fans, welcome back to another action-packed hour here on Universal Championship Wrestling. I'm Christopher Cruz at ringside, and we are just about to see the match get underway now. That's Scott Taylor. Scott, one half of the Thunderbolts, a high-flying young man. Joel Davis is in the ring, and fans, it's a bit of a confusing situation. We'll see if we can clear it up for you. Davis is bucking for a job with a so-called Melrose generation. Travis Melrose handles, among others, the Untouchables. And the Untouchables are here at ringside. A tremendous tag team. Scott Taylor is one half of another tremendous tag team called the Thunderbolts. And Taylor begins to dominate, as I sense he will dominate throughout this match, against the relatively inexperienced Joel Davis, who goes for the hair, and that's the best place to go to if you don't have the experience. Scott Taylor hanging on. Now the Irish whip into the far rope. Football tackle. Davis is down. Again, Davis is down. Scott Taylor moves so quickly. He's whipping Joel Davis. It's hard to tell which way he's going, and Davis goes nowhere but up. Travis Melrose and the Untouchables clearly not impressed by Joel Davis, who in frustration threw a chair nearly all the way across the ring. Scott Taylor wisely and noisily throws the chair outside the ring. High hip toss, and Davis does not look good to his prospective employers at the Melrose generation. In fact, look at the Untouchables, the arrogant young team that they are. They're laughing at Joel Davis. Oh, he's slammed down hard. Whoa, wait a minute. One of the Untouchables trips Scott Taylor, giving Joel Davis now the opportunity to go to work on the back of the young Thunderbolt. Crashing, bottom of the boot there on Scott Taylor. Now the Untouchables again going to work on Scott Taylor. This is 3 against 1. Joel Davis whips himself into the rope, lands right on the back of the neck there of young Scott Taylor. This is devastating. The Untouchables yelling at Joel Davis. They say, show us what you got. And Davis is showing some good stuff here against the young Thunderbolt. Oh, he went for a clothesline and missed it. Taylor with an elbow to the back of the neck. He goes for the pin. Here comes 3, 2, wait a minute. Joel Davis barely kicks out. The Untouchables are looking around, for a way to help their prospective potential employee, fellow employee, Joel Davis. The action hot and heavy here in Universal Championship Wrestling. A slap from Davis onto the chest of Scott Taylor, who's now backed up into the corner of the Untouchables. The Irish whip, a reversal there by Taylor. Tremendous action there by Scott Taylor. Men and women alike sympathizing there somewhat with Joel Davis. Ouch. Spare me. All right, looks like Taylor is back on an even keel. A standing DDT, and that should be it. Well, I beg your pardon. Looks like Taylor is setting up Davis for something. Oh! Right over the top rope. Shades of Cactus Jack. Taylor moves in now. They're both outside the ring. In comes Joel Davis. Both of these young men really exhausted. They're a rubbery need. The referee helping Joel Davis go over, and 3. Scott Taylor has beaten Joel Davis. But wait a minute. The Untouchables are both in the ring. And a double clothesline on Taylor. as Davis takes a powder. Davis is nowhere to be found. The Untouchables from the Melrose generation. Nailing the Thunderbolt Scott Taylor. And in comes a partner of Scott Taylor, the second Thunderbolt, who's clearing house. Wait a minute, a clothesline. It is, as they say, breaking down. The Thunderbolts and the Untouchables, left and right, knocking one another. They're right next to us here. A chair is involved on the other side. A chop, a smack by Scott Taylor. Oh, wait a minute. A fan has gotten into the action. This is inconceivable. A ringside Rosie. A ringside Rosie has nailed Scott Taylor on the back. She should be booted out, but it looks like, wait a minute, Taylor again. Let's try to follow this action. There are chairs flying all around from fans and from wrestlers. I'm not sure exactly where our cameras are pointed here, but chairs are flying, fists are flying into the ring post. Good night. I'm being pushed out of the way here. I'm not sure if I can still be heard. The Thunderbolts and the Untouchables in an incredible brawl here in Universal Championship Wrestling. We are trying to follow all of the action. As we said, fists are flying. Men are being rammed into these steel ring posts. This is vicious and brutal. There's got to be a way to stop this. A reverse, no, it looks like a reverse pile driver. I'm not sure if my voice will hold up here. The referee is out again, trying to stop the action. He's pushed away. A pile driver now on one of the other Thunderbolts outside the ring. No one is letting up. This is so brutal and vicious. The auditorium here is a mess. Chairs are everywhere. This is out of control. This is a vicious, vicious brawl here in just the second week of Universal Championship Wrestling. Ring the bell again, ring the bell, as if it'll have any effect. Oh, wait a minute. They're in the concession stands now. Reminiscent of the famous Memphis brawls. They're in the concession stands. I'm not sure who's who and where everybody is. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Travis Melrose is hiding under the ring. I'm trying to stay away from the action. Again, you can hear chairs slamming left and right. Scott Taylor, the Thunderbolts, the Untouchables, in a brawl that I can assure you is not going to end it at all. A smack on the... Oh. When will this stop? It looks like the Untouchables have headed... Wait a minute, we've got a trash barrel here. That goes flying. All right, we're going to try to get some control here. It looks like the Untouchables and the Thunderbolts have beaten the living daylights out of each other.